Finally. Oh my gosh. It, it'll come to a head to when I have to do it. I just, um, I told a buddy who does a sell for me. Um, Basically, he sells stuff on, I don't know, different channels, and I'm putting up my soundboard up for sale. Due to the fact that Microsoft is slowly killing it. Yeah. So it's another expense I don't want to play around with, but I have to. So we'll see. We'll see here. Mm. Sorry about that. I mean, if not everybody stays on the front lines of technology like I have to, so Microsoft and Tex Texalong or whatever the hell they're Techalong or what the hell are they called? Yeah, let me see what their names are. TC Techalong or all apps. Yeah, yeah. And they are. Oh shit, honey. Sorry, Patrick. Yeah. Well, I see it. My GoLXLR. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Uh, it's been a long weekend, man, I'll tell you. A lot of studying, a lot of learning, a lot of digging into some techno stuff, and that's where I found some of the problems I'm having. Sorry, I put that back down. Yeah, it's technology is a pain in the ass sometimes. Just for you, Patrick. They're the two words I said this morning already. Good morning to everybody. What we have here? Good morning to Walleye King. Good morning to Susan. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, 42. Good morning to Calmness 55. Good morning, Canuck. He made it, man. He made it through the storm. Good morning to Comanche 6520. Good morning, Dude 96. Good morning, Flutter Girl. Good morning, Doc Rock 18. Good morning, Denise in the UK, who's all wet. And good morning to Brainstorm Warning, King of Snarls, Milkman Doom, and Ramblin' Wreck. Good morning to all of y'all. I hope you're all well. Hope you had a good weekend. Anything notable happen besides the nothing burger that went through the Pacific North? I mean, no, the Atlantic Northeast. Yeah. Wait. Okay, I thought they dropped it. They did. They dropped that 6. Now it's down to a 6.3. Just north of Taiwan. Yeah, today. So. Yeah, power running around the corner, and yesterday, if you remember on Friday, was it Friday night that I did an update? Yeah, I think it was because of technology problems again. Yeah, and yeah, the I said the big quiet area. Well, it hit. Not very big, 5.6, 4.1, and a 4.3, all right there, just north of Vancouver Island in the Queen Charlotte Sound. So I'm looking in Southern Cal here for something to happen, and it hadn't happened yet. But oh, the air is still right now. There's not a breeze, and it's kind of creepy. Yum, yum. I'm not gonna whistle. That's for darn sure. And Canuck, you're going to go on a diet. No chocolate for you, buddy. Man. On the other side of they had a 6'3" on the other side, so I'm not looking for a 6'3" over here, please. No. No, 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 no. But it appears that we may have something happen. Stromboli was going off on the weekend. Did you see that? We were playing that for some time. It's just smoldering right now. So, they have problems with it. But Italy still has a little bit of sunlight left. What else? The upstairs neighbor had a fatality. It wasn't good. The gal, he was living there, and he moved out. He brought her back yesterday night, yeah. And then she OD'd in the morning, or over the night. And, terrible news. Yeah. And, let's see. Yeah, I'm reading an article regarding the current status in Ukraine. Russia's getting stronger because their machine of producing bullets and shells and the like has increased, and the dying of limited men in Ukraine has increased as well. So the war of attrition, and tactics, lack thereof. Looking at a picture of a couple of Bradleys that are just wiped out. And, they're sitting on top of each other, it seems. Yeah. But, hey. War is hell, right? The U.S. is, and their allies in the West, their old thinking falls into the Nazis thinking that they can just take on Russia, who's their population's much larger than Ukraine, and Ukraine's not going to throw all 300 or what is it, 160 million or something up. They probably have 60 million men in total, and then probably 3 million are fighting capabilities, and they burned through those already. People are dying like crazy over there. And yet, they still do it. They're still trying to take Russia out of the Donbass, and I don't see how they're going to be able to do that. Well, we need more special weapons. No. And While Putin's troops are reported to have suffered even more casualties than Ukraine, there is a math problem for Kiev. Russia has millions more military aged males available to be mobilized than Ukraine. Yeah. It's the truth. Some people are saying that report is wrong. Ukraine's casualties exceed Russia's by a factor of 10, and have written repeatedly that social media accounts or even Ukrainian officials tell of a different story. And this is with Davis's old ex, I don't know, what was he, a general or something? Lieutenant colonel, retired Army. They have to pursue, the end of the war. They've yet to see how long. Russia's Air Force, despite its technological and numerical superiority over Ukraine, has suffered a loss. And was unable to achieve air superiority over its foe. Moscow's ground forces continue to make grave tactical blunders. Yeah. And significant weaknesses in the formation. Blunders and that expose significant weaknesses in the army. Its logistics system was dysfunctional and it suffered two major battlefield losses in Kharkiv and Kherson in late 22, and forcing Putin to emergency mobilization of 300,000 men who proved to be very low quality. That's true. It's a bunch of old guys, middle-aged guys fighting each other. By the end of summer of 23, Russia is reported to have lost half its tanks, and staggering 300,000 troops have been killed or wounded. By any objective measure, the goal of weakened Russia was being graphically accomplished. That's his analysis. This is an object nonsense. Russia has achieved air supremacy. Its logistics system is doing better than the West predicted, and mobilized Russian forces, unlike their Ukrainian counterparts, have been well trained and are on par, if not superior, to anything the West could put into the front. You're full of shit right there. Moreover, that's number 3. Moreover, there could be no credible evidence that Russia has lost half its tanks. Just the opposite. Russia suffered minimal losses, but has expanded significantly along the production of tanks. And what is the West doing? It's husbanding tanks that it can no longer produce a mass scale and watching them being blown up by Russia. Russia really is weakened, as Davis claims. Then why in the hell would the West push for negotiations? We got Putin on the ropes. Because people are dying, you dumb turd. Yeah, the dumb turd is from, I don't know what is that, the Washington something. Oh no, Larry Johnson. What was he? Yeah. I've had several people flag recent article in 1945 by Daniel Davis. I do not know the man, but one friend who fought along Davis credits him as being a brave man under fire. So this is not an attack of his character, but I said to my knowledgeable friend, braver end of comic. That does not mean one is qualified to do analysis. Yep. Yeah. I think the article about Davis is a benchmark of sorts because it signals that someone who, as previous articles, was a stronger supporter of Ukraine narrative. I think Davis's opening observation qualifies as no shit analysis. And yeah, the war in Ukraine it's a cluster. And if you don't think it is, then you're not really well informed. Larry Johnson is he's with Gateway Pundit, and he believes that there's nothing the U.S. can do at this point to alter the outcome short of starting a nuclear war with Russia no longer fighting this war alone. It has been backed by China and many nations in the global south. America's economic dominance is being carved up and foreign policy influence is in tatters. Previous allies like Saudi Arabia have turned their back on America. The Saudis have reestablished diplomatic relations with Iran, welcomed Syria back into the Arab League, and ended American bloc-backed war in Yemen, and is working with Russia to counter Americans' feckless attempt to put a cap on oil prices. You see, incompetence is incredible. It's not our war machine, it's our leaders. Kind of like baseball. Yeah, you got the men on the field and they're playing the game, but behind them is the leadership. And if you have shitty leadership, whoops, Patrick, number 4. Sorry, Patrick. If you have poor leadership behind the scenes, yeah, you can't win. Yeah. You need somebody who's going to kick you in the teeth, right? Oh, what a Monday it is. Who was it? One of the gals that's running for president. She says, we can't have Kamala Harris. If Kamala Harris is the president, we're doomed. Yeah. No shoot, man. If you remember Kamala Harris in California, some black men that were imprisoned or in jail, she kept past their date. You know, she didn't release them, and so they're sitting in jail for what? They've already paid the legal remedy for whatever they did, their cost. So she's over the weekend, she's talking about lecturing people on the racist criminal justice system. Well, she is that problem. Over in Africa, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso signed a security pact against Islamic insurgencies and foreign invasion. French officials is freed from prison in Niger, and the U.S. restarts drone operations from its airbase. Yeah. So we have Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso all taking control of parts of Africa. And, yeah, the war goes on. Yeah, people are dying. There's a F-35 that was lost. A missing F-35 jet lost over South Carolina after the pilot ejected. They don't know where it went. How do you not know where your plane went? Did it go down or did somebody just fly off with it? Sunday afternoon. That's what happened. The pilot ejected in a residential neighborhood where he landed in a backyard and was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Apparently pulled a twilight zone. Have you seen this jet? Please call 843-963-3600 and tell them you saw it go kaboom. The problem is they don't know where it is. We're working with the Marine base in Beaufort, South Carolina, located in F-35, to locate the F-35 involved in a mishap this afternoon. The pilot ejected, but they don't know where the plane went, based on the last known position. With the FAA, we are focusing our attention north of JB Charleston and around Lake Moultrie and Lake Marion. If you live in the area and you seen that sucker go down, man, you might want to call that number. Well, pulling the weather data from Charleston, South Carolina at the time of the mishap, there was a fire near one of the lakes and near Charleston, and it wasn't the plane. So, you know, and that's went off of YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but X. Yeah. The pictures were from 2018 on another wreck. So, they don't know where it went. It might have gone out to sea. And shit, my Russians may have took it. Who knows? Yeah, his wingman lost contact with him. And here in Cali, we had an F-35 buzz Huntington Beach over the weekend. Yeah, because they have the what do you call it? The Pacific Air Show is going to happen here. I think next weekend or something. Yeah, so they don't know where the hell that thing is. And like I said, if you know where it's at. Um, 10,000 military men stormed the Italian island in a span of 3 days, outnumbered the 6,000 who lived there. This is happening across the West, but on a most subtle scale. Western Civ, as we know it, will be gone within a generation. No. Better find a new way to deal with the migrants. Better learn to deal with them. You created this shitstorm. I don't know. I see a bunch of men running with machetes down the picture and running down the street. The caption says, "Here comes the diversity. You're about to be culturally enriched." Poor policies that's been happening in the West, and mainly here in the U.S. Their ideas and, you know, what's happening, the lack of understanding what's going on. Stunning videos of Mexico of open train cars taking hordes of migrants to the border. Did you see that? Yeah. It's an invasion, all right. And Maybe this year, this time next year, the year after. See, they can't take our guns, but what they can do is they can push a bunch of people in this where we got to take them sons of bitches out, and they're going to have the guns too. So a war being here on the States, it's going to happen. The UN's going to be here, baby. The blue hat sons of bitches. They're going to be here. Oh, does it sound stark and dark and all that? Sure does. But the policies of the United States lately, that's what's happening. That's the goal. How is it that they're so damn poor, but every one of them sons of bitches has a phone? Oh, they're coming across the border. Oh, they're all poor. They're just looking for somewhere to go. How come they got phones? Did they get the Obama phone before the poor did here? How did they get phones? They're going to shut down Social Security, everybody. They're going to shut down Medicare. It's unsustainable. The policies of these yahoos have done it to us. I mean, get real. Hunter Biden is suing the IRS over the whistleblower's disclosures. Daddy. Anyway. So the U.S. traded 5 detainees with Iran and then gave Iran $6 billion. Don't worry about it. We can just print it and send it to them. Who's running this shit show? Sure the hell isn't Joe. I don't know. Disney sees massive fall off for Disney Plus and Hulu subscribers after the price hike. You go woke, you go broke, baby. Don't go woke. You'll see that not a lot of people are buying your bullshit. You know. I'm sorry, Patrick. That's number 5, right? Who's counting? I guess I am. Yeah. And if you got a gun safe in your house and it's digital, you might as well just throw that sumbitch away. Yeah. Because the safe company will give the code to the police. Oh yeah. To give right to the FBI. Yeah. And you know the FBI is corrupt as hell. You know it. You can't trust anything anymore. Zelensky's pressing the U.S. for more financial aid. You know what? Pound sand, dude. Either give up or croak. Shoot yourself. I don't care. No more money to Ukraine. Sorry. Cut them off. You know? Cut them off. Soros is back in the news. He's back in a bunch of Biden TikTok influencers. He's just giving them money. And commie Kevin McCarthy, he doesn't know what to do. He has the deep state, with their knife in his side, and then he's got the other side, threatening him for revolt, to rebel and kick his ass out. House Republicans eye a short-term spending. Stop the spending. If you stop the spending, it'll control inflation, you turds. Take the money back that you got allocated to Ukraine. Man. And in my state, current state, which I'm about to run away from, California Governor Newsom said Sunday he plans to sign into law a pair of climate-focused bills intended to force major corporations to be more transparent about greenhouse gas emissions and financial risks stemming from global warming. Yeah. And you all have to wear pink tutus and pussy hats. That's not a bad word. You ever seen them when they put that thing on their head, the pink pussy hats? Yeah. Newsom's announcement came during an out-of-state trip to New York Climate Week. Yeah. Where leaders in business and politics and the arts all gathered to seek solutions for climate change. Stop your woke policies. Conservation is a good thing. But you have to understand you're not getting out of gas. Driving up gas prices is just going to piss people off and you're going to be revolted against. I think that's your plan, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. California lawmakers last week passed legislation requiring large businesses from oil and gas companies to retail giants to disclose their direct greenhouse gas emissions, as well as those that come from activities like employee travel. Oh, they want to govern you. Pretty soon they're going to outlie human beings. That's why I want to make you into a robot so you don't what? Yeah. Oh, no, there's too many people in this world. They're making too much methane. Oh, my God. We want to know where your people are traveling. Well, okay. Either they travel here or they use the phone. The phone uses electricity. Electricity uses gas or natural gas or regular gas or solar. And you tell us not to use electricity because it's costing too much. How am I supposed to stay in business? Oh my gosh. Under the law, thousands of people and private businesses that operate in California that make more than $1 billion in annual sales will have to make emissions disclosures. The goal is to increase transparency, nudge companies to evaluate how they can cut their carbon emissions. Yeah. Force walk down their throat. Yeah. Look how that did to Budweiser. Yeah. They got Budweiser found out that the state that the United States has a gag reflex. Nope. Oh, and they're not the only ones. Yeah. Oh, Wally World over there in Hollywood's catching it too. And so is Disney and Joe Biden too. my gosh. Winnie the Pooh and Joe Biden, who? Anyway, oh my gosh. Oh man, I'll tell you. It's just wackadoodle talk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know whose Uranus has been up there, snarls, but um, yeah. It's always. The cat is meowing and I bark at it. He's like, what the hell was that? Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's Monday, baby. I'm just getting some coffee in me now. About the fourth drink. Yeah, prep has started for our in our personal life here. Prep has started for the move. Started to remove some stuff so that becomes easier, and start paring down some stuff, patch some holes in the walls, got to paint the place, and hopefully this week I'll start packing up some stuff that I don't get at for the next. I mean, it's only about maybe 100 days out, somewhere in December, as far as I know. I think this week we'll get a date when they're going to start the framing. That only takes a week, I'll send out a note to the guy and, hey man, when are they going to start? Did you get a date to start framing? Should start off with good morning, right? It works so well, right? It is 8 o'clock and I'm right on the button. Good morning, everybody. Page unresponsive. Wait. Exit page. All right. Let's see what we got. Solar flares are way down. Man, we had a busy weekend, didn't we? M17, M28, M3 something, right? Was it a 3.2 or a 2.3 or whatever? Yeah, a bunch of low C's since then, though. Yeah. And what else we have here? Let's see here. Let me see. Refresh this one and I'll let you know. Solar wind, yeah, it jumped up from 480 to 558. So solar wind right now is 558 kilometers per second. Density is at 18.46 protons per cubic meter. And we've had a C2 to C3 flare in the last 24 hours. It's been quiet. One CME just hit Earth. As predicted, a CME has grazed Earth's magnetic field on September 17th. At about 2:46 UT. Although it was weak and impacted, did not spark a full-fledged geometric storm. The CME did create some auroras, and yeah, they're pretty. And a new large sunspot, 3435, merits watching as a possible source for M-class solar flares. While we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sunspots, 34, 25, and 29 are about to leave our side, and 31's dying out. 36 and 33 are still there, but I think they're okay. If you want to, most people are just listening, so I'm not going to show you that. Great picture here, which will be the, yeah, I like them. We're not done ones. All right, cool. Yeah. Let's see what else. And another CME is coming. Filament erupted on September 16th, hurling an CME almost directly at Earth. Yeah, that's the one we saw there. You know, we saw it and I said, wow. Some comets like it hot. Comet Nishimura made its closest approach to the sun deep inside the orbit of the Merc. And the comet survived. Yeah. It went around the sun. And ding, 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 ding. Yeah. KP index right now is 2. It's unsettled in the next 24 hours, 4.6. There's no significant corona holes to create solar wind, but we've got some small ones. But it appears that we do have some solar wind, but that's due to some other events, right? Geometric storm probabilities is about 25% for the mid and 5% for the upper. And class M chance flare is about 20%. X is about 1. There's still 2,349 potentially hazardous asteroids out there in our path. And today being the 18th of September, there's 4 of them. Most of them are pretty far out there. There's only one that's 3 lunar distances, so under a million miles. And it's only 54 feet across. It's traveling at about 11 or 12 kilometers every second. So nothing real big coming at us until September 20, when we'll have something that is 790 feet across. And then October 3rd, we'll have something that's almost 1,500 feet across. So both of them will be relatively far, way out there, about 19, 20 distances. So nothing to really be concerned about. Out there in October 13, about a 750 footer, and it's still pretty far out. There's one that is about 7 distances in October 15th, and that again is near 750 feet across. Later this year, I think October has all the big ones, but there is one in November 2nd that is 13 distances, but it's over 2,000 feet across. That's like a quarter of a mile, right? But they've known about that one for quite some time. And but there are a few other ones that are 900 feet, out there. Nothing is, they're city destroyers, but beyond that, who knows? Maybe an asteroid will hit, the CCP and knock it out. I don't know. Something we can hope. Let's see here. Boom. All right. Let me share this with you. There we go. This is the current. You see on the 19th, they have a little bump. Otherwise, it's pretty mellow. You see the solar wind right down here that we got the 500 range. There's a boomer, 2 boomers actually, and we're going to catch just the edge of them on about the 19th. All right. With some wind come out of them, and then we'll catch some more wind. See, as it pops out there, and directly right at us. Yeah, we ain't escaping that one, son. Actually, it looks like both of them went, we got right down the middle of them. Two of them, boom, boom. That's the filament that popped. So let's go ahead and look at NASA has to say. That was Noah. Noah and NASA always sometimes, Where are we here? Events. See if they have anything on a list. Yeah, they got that one. It went that way. This is the velocity, the wind velocity here. Yeah. Yeah, they do got when it comes at us, right? All right. All right, boom. And it's clipping us. Like about 19th. That's what they think too. All right, so there you have it. There's the boomer that happened and filament kicked off. If you want to see it, bang, there it is. So we should probably look at the current one. See if there's anything else happening, right? This is from 9/8/9/17. Boom, one went south of us. 18. Yep, that's about it. Yeah, the one that went south of us here. Boom. Pretty insanely intense. And then it kind of peters out as further as it goes. You don't want to be close to the sun when that happens. Boom. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Hey, so he needs a map to find Uranus. There you go. Everything except for Mars is on the other side. We have Mars, Venus, us, Jupiter, Uranus, Eris, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto. Yeah. So this side of the sun's heavy. The other side's Mars and Ceres, Wanmea, and Make. These little ones you've never heard of. These are just, they're not even calling them planets. But there's one that's like in between Mars and Saturn, right? No, Mars and Jupiter, I apologize. And then the other ones are pretty far out there. Yeah. And they're still wondering if Pluto is a planet or not. It's got satellites, so it's a planet. Let's see here. The trimmer map. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah, all the activity down here all of a sudden went there. Whoa, okay, this is on the 17th. Now, if you remember on the 17th, we also had a 5 something out here and a couple of 4s right out here. Yeah. You remember? Yeah, I spoke about it, right? All right, so let's go back a day. Nada on the 140, primarily right down here in Cali. Right, a few here and a few up there in Silesia. All right, now if Silesia is vibrating, it should tell us something, right? Then on what's it, 9/15? I think that's Friday. That's where we were Friday. Right, you can see that. There you go. That's Friday. So let's do this. Ready? Saturday. Sunday. Anyway. Yeah. some serious vibrations. Vibrations. Right here, generally speaking, is where we see an ETS event happen. Generally, they start close and then they spread apart, like it did last time. We also see it down here. We do see the spreading center right here, right? Strike slip. Then we have spreading zones, strike slip, spreading zone, strike slip, spreading zone, strike slip, and all that. And if I showed you the USGS, right up there, right? This is the latest one here. I wanted to tell you about Nebraska coming in with a 3.4 not too long ago. Yeah. And so right out here is a Canuck 917 yesterday. That's the last one they have. Freaking USGS. Let's look at the Canucks, see what they got going on here. Oh my God. Port Hardy had a 4.3, a 5.9. They called it. Wow. USGS, I think, called it like a 5.7 or something. Port Hardy had another 5. So, I mean, it's right what I was suggesting. There we go. Right there. You can see all the oranges. Right? Right? Boom, boom. Couple down here as well. Just south of the border here. What's this one here? A 3. And here's another 3. Happened on the 13th, but then you got a bunch here. These were rocking and rolling, baby. Yeah, they were rocking. Rock. 5.9 yesterday. Uh-huh. You know, boom, baby. Boom. 5.0. USGS only reported one of those, as far as I remember. I'll have to go over here and determine the 7-day. Yeah. They reported a 5.6. Yeah, they're not hiding anything. 4.5 McNeil. Over here, 4.3. Yeah. USGS is full of shit. Sorry. I'm getting tired of their BS. But then again, that's what they want. They want you to be tired. We're thankful they get to look at these things, but how they determine what an earthquake is. Neighbor's roof cost $25,000 when it had it shingled like 5 years ago. Our roof is way steeper than his, and ours is 25 feet high just to get to the bottom of the slope. So you need 5 levels of scaffolding just to get to that. Wow. If I do just put ice shield underneath and put metal on it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, brother. Been up in the attic checking the leaks. Spray foam did not hold, or one in my room. It went into a big pail I have up there, and a couple other pinhole leaks. Going to have to fix them with Flex Seal. Flex Seal doesn't work, as far as I can tell. I think it's bogus. But yeah, so a little bit of balance on the plate. So before we get to that, yeah, on that we're talking about the tremor. So big earthquakes up here, couple of 5s that US didn't report. Oh, that's my guy. Hang on. All right, here we go. So yeah, sorry I had that little break. I found out I had a pause on that thing. Worked out real good. So back to it here. So we do have 385 vibrations, but I do believe these are due to the 2 5s that happened up in here and a few others, 4s, shaking the Wanda Fuca. But when we had Ridgecrest, Queen Charlotte popped twice, and it didn't take but 72 hours to have a 7 and a 5 something here. So we're on pins and needles now, right? Pins and needles, baby. And let's see what else. Are the buoys? Let's see if we have any buoys out there, man. I don't see any over here. Nada. Batman. Anyway, I can't do that. Please your eyes. Yeah. Nigel is out there all by itself. Gonna go right up the mid-Atlantic ridge again. I want to say this is the weirdest year for hurricanes. I think the first one it hit, well, it wasn't even a hurricane, it was a tropical storm. It hit California first, and then I think we had one that hit in Florida. You know, that was a real one. And then everything else kind of stayed out in the Atlantic Ocean. Kind of good that way. Yeah, I don't think the season ends until late October, early November. So, you know, shit. And 6, sorry. It could still happen. There's my boy. Lucky Strikes. Not a camel. Camel smells like poop. Like dirty. All right. Just ask, ask Gnarly. Poor guy. Yeah, he works in the building. He doesn't work he doesn't work with Mitch or the sphincter guy, but yeah, he works in a court. So I'm just teasing him. He's a good guy. I don't know what good for, but hey. Anyway, I got too many of them. Yeah, so the hurricane world on the west, we have a little disturbance, 60% chance turning into a cyclone, in the next 48 hours. In the Central Pacific, nada. In the Atlantic, Nigel, it's a Hurricane 1, 80 miles an hour. Yep. Yep. Let's see what else we have. So no buoys, and then the hurricanes. We've got the one that's way out there. Don't take a cruise to Europe, man. Tis not the time. And spring might be the better time. I don't know. Let's see what else we have. Power outages. We talked about those a little before. Nada. Nothing big happening. Ground magnetics. Wow, look at those. Yeah. Yeah, it's because we had a little bumpity bump in our magnetic field, our magnetosphere, bumping a little bit. Oh, somebody's playing with something up there. Yeah, try to get Callie to go. Oh. Yeah, Taiwan as well. Somebody's trying to play Taiwan to Myanmar. Yeah, if you believe they're playing with it, like drought, moving the magnetic fields. Yeah, I wonder how they do it. Watch this. It moves so fast. Oh. See that? You can't see that. Sorry. Damn. Here, watch it again. It's like it'll flare up right here and then it'll come over. Flares up, comes over. See how fast it moved? It's in a few minutes too. Very strong magnetic field, moves over like somebody's playing on a slide bar like I am. And then bang. Very strong. How about in the north? You can see it building up right here. Another wave working through. A third wave. And it stays strong right there. Well, PNG, Loyalty, Santa Cruz, maybe even as low as the North Island. I'm going to be watching, see what's going on over there. It just appears maybe Santa Cruz right there. This is an uptick from here. Nothing meeching in here. Here we got the spot here. Very, very strong. Kazakhstan, maybe? Well, we'll see. I've laid out 3 different things. We'll see what happens if those pan out. See what the solar wind pressure is. You know. Pressure, 1.2. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oof. Proton density pumped up, so did the dynamic pressure. Solar wind came in and squeezed. See, it's kind of like, you squeeze orange juice, right? So when you squeeze orange juice, one side and the other side, this orange line here, you can't see it, dang it. Full, let me see here. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe that one. Well, that one didn't work either. All right, so how about this one? Here you go. So this line here and this line here. What? Right now, watch. I'm going to replay it. See how far point it is up to just past 15, right? Watch when it comes closer to time right now. Solar wind speed 420, 430, 420. Oh. Pinched it. Yep, squeezing it. It's kind of like squeezing orange juice. And that's what I'm saying. I think that dynamic pressure does have compression in the earth myself. That's how I see it. And we probably have something coming up pretty soon, so if not already. We'll see. Let's go to volcano news, everybody. And in the news today, volcano discovery. I want to check out. Yeah. What the hell are these things? You got a butt rumper here, and I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know why they show those things. The 16th. Okay, we'll do the 16th. Which would be Saturday, right? Yeah. So, in the news on Saturday. Wow. Busy Saturday. Wow. Nevada del Ruiz, nothing. Reventador, nothing. Ebico, 10,000. That's its normal when it does pop up there at Kamchatka. Popo went to 25, it's 17. Simiru, 14 from a 12. Mayon, can't see. Ubinas, sporadic, 18 to 24. Sangay, 20 in Ecuador there. Ducono, 7,000. Ibu, Ducono both been popping to 7. Sevenkaya, 25. Nothing like Shishalden. 42,000 feet out of Shishalden. Boom! Did anybody know that? Was it reported? It's a 9,300 foot mountain, exploded to 42,000 feet. Boom, where's the pictures? God bless America. Where are the pics? Man. All right, Shishalden volcano. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe in X, right? Here's X. Shishalden. Keep less relevance. I don't give a hoot. Paste. Shishalden. All right. Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Shishalden Volcano. It's hot, baby. Right? Here it is. Raised a red warning over Shishalden after an explosive rush began at 5:10 on September 15th. Yeah, he's doing his thing, baby. Boom, here we have a picture. There you go. Pretty good little popper in Shishalden. All right, that's what it looks like now, before, but boom, you can see. Yeah. Red glow in the air. September 14th, you can see it just little, right? All right, so it put off a lot of crap with occasional large explosions. September 13. So it's been doing it for a minute. But a big explosion, 42, right? Yeah, 42,000 feet. Let's see exactly where Shishalden is. I'm not sure if it's on the main island of like this. Yeah. The main island. Yeah, okay. The mainland's what I mean. Yeah, they can consider that on the mainland. All right, so here it is. Mount Shishalden. I'm gonna do this. Boom, boom. Oh no, they're all gone. Anyway, not even gonna worry about it. I'll update it again. Right there, popping. And False Pass is in the middle. And Pull Off Harbor's over here. Pull Off Harbor. Sandpoint's right up in here. The Aleutian Islands begin. Fox Islands, right? No Bolski, no Nikoliski is down here. Adcut, Great Sidkin, Rat Tail, and Rat Islands. But yeah, right there. Unimak right there, right? So, right here, Unimak Island. I guess it is an island. It's not connected. You know? Yeah. But hey. The Bay of Fundy track is what our big nor'easter storms usually follow the winter too. The three main tracks for big storms here are up St. Lawrence River Valley, up Bay of Fundy, and just coast of Nova Scotia. All right, Lee came up and followed one of that goes through the Bay of Fundy and is basically now that between St. Lawrence and Newfoundland. Oh, okay. So they're saying you got a nor'easter, an early nor'easter. All right. Let's get back to the volcanoes. So Shishalden had a 42,000 foot popper. Okay, on Saturday. Fuego's popping at 17. Mayon, they don't know. Popo 25. Novato. Avankaya 27. Sevenkaya getting bigger now. It's a 19,000 going to 27. It's 8,000 foot pop. Ubinas is not detectable. Discrete 15. A new 11th intense paroxysmal eruption has started in Shishalden. So yeah. Nevada del Ruiz 20. It's nothing. Fuego 17. No. Ebico 10,000. That was all Saturday. So now we're looking at Sunday. Sunday. Seven Kaya is going to 26. Number 19. Reventador, nothing. And a 12 to 14. Mayon, still erupting, but you can't see it. Popo to 21 from 17.6. Reventador, 15, that's nothing. That's 12 to 15. 7 Kaya, nothing. Mayon, 9,000. And Mayon, now they saw the popper still doing its thing. Fuego, 16. Santa Guido to 15. Sengay, 19. That's nothing. Novato, nothing. 19. 7 Kaya to 26. 7 Kaya seems to be the busy one down in South America. 22 out of Popo. And then we're now, that's the 17. Here, let's look at the 18th. What's in the list today? Santa Guido, Fuego, Popo, Reventador, Kilauea, Mayon, and 7 Kaya. Today, September 18th, 2023, Reventadors popping to 14 from a 12. 7 Kaya, 26 from a 19 and change. Down there in the armpit of South America, the bottom of Peru. Reventadors in Ecuador on the northwest side of South America. Kilauea, the eruption has ceased. All right. The third eruption of 23 has ceased. We'll be watching for earthquakes that'll let us know it's coming again. Popo, 22,000 out of a 17.6. Mayon, 9,000. All right, so it's still alive doing its thing, and it's still erupting, and it's still pushing a little bit of stuff out. 7 Kaya, 26 out of a 19.6. Santa Guido, over by Fuego, and it's about 50 miles from Fuego. 15, it's a 12,003 as well. Santa Maria volcanic complex. Santa Guido is what came out of it after Santa Maria blew its top. Fuego popping to 16. That it's just 50 miles away. It's 12.3 and going to 16. So Reventador, 15 again out of a 12. And that's it so far, everybody. Yeah. It's okay, Susan. We love you anyway, baby. Let's see what else. Guess we'll look at the EMSC, see what the latest earthquakes are. We'll go to page 2. Yeah. There's the 5-1, Northern Italy. Did anybody know about Northern Italy? I didn't. All right, 9/18. We're on the 18th, yes. All right. So it appears Sandwich Islands came in with a 5.1 last night. Ostrovia region in Russia had a 4.5. Sulawesi, Indonesia had a 4.2. Oaxaca into the 4.1. Yeah, 4.9 Mindanao. Mindoro, Philippines, I apologize. And then Northern Italy. 92 people felt this one. Let's find out a little bit more about it. How's that? Yeah, maps. Yeah, earthquake location. Yeah, up on the central mountains there, you can see. Right there. So, pretty strong quake in the mountains here. A lot of people live up in here and over here. And then most of the ones I've seen very strong happen up in these mountains. So it's, as it's closing this, it's not spreading, it's closing. I'll let the joke disappear. A boot. Remember the boot? Yeah. Anyway. Adult humor. Let it go. 47 in Ryukyu Islands, Japan. Poppin', baby. Yeah. Let's see where this happened. All right, so over by Tsunozajima, right up in here. Yeah, just south. Okay. And we are 9 hours out. And looks like Morocco, northern Italy, just rocking and rolling. These little shorty 2s and 3s. Mid-Indian Ridge came in with a 4.9. Yeah, 4.7, I apologize. I've seen a little bit of the Diakinese once in a while. It's 3.7. It's not steady. There's another one, a 2 and a 2.6. Northern Cal came in with a 3.5. Guerrero, Mexico, a couple of 3.6s. Diakinese again. Diakinese is like right up next to Turkey. And Western Turkey's, it's starting to get busy up there. Veracruz, Mexico, that's the inside of the, Gulf of Mexico side of Mexico. Veracruz down there. What else we have? Northern Italy staying hot with a couple of 2s. Western Turkey, Northern New Islands, and New Zealand. Well, didn't I say that? North Island and New Zealand? It's only a 3-1, but I didn't say a size, so I'm watching there. Yeah, go figure, right? Northern Italy, still saying hot. Gulf of Cali with a 3.6. Yeah, Gulf of Cali with a 3.7. What the hell? All right, so we got a couple of Gulfs. Where are they at? All right, up in the Delta. Yeah, maybe San Diego pops with a 6. I'm just not wanting it to be here. If San Diego did, 42 would feel it pretty strong. Guatemala 4.3. Jalisco 3.6. So would ice cream. He would feel it too. Sister, you have a new house and they have to do all these work. I don't understand what happened. Shoddy work. Venezuela had a 4.5. That's an unusual. In the north. So that's an unusual quake area. It is along the plate boundary. East of Medellin. You can see where the plate boundary comes through. What plate is that? That would be the Caribbean plate. Yeah. Pretty strong quake there. 4.5. 4.8 Mindoro, Philippines. And Isuzu Islands, Japan had a 4.5. Pretty deep, 4.4. Argentina, little 3.2. Northern Italy still saying hello. Several 3s. Diakinese again. And here's northeast of Taiwan. It happened this morning, 2 hours and 30 minutes ago. 6.3. 178 depth. No chance for a tsunami, so. 4.7 Vanuatu just now. All right, so kick this off of all day. Here we go. Here's the Vanuatu right now, 4.7. And then over here, Papua New Guinea had a 4.1. And here's, oh my gosh. Not a good idea to have quakes there. Aurora, Philippines, 4.8 and a 4.9. Why do I say that? Yeah. Here it is. Ta'al's right here. And usually when this is busy right here, this fault system here, Ta'al smokes. And this is getting close to that. A couple near fives. Yeah, not good. Not good. And here's where the Taiwan quake happened at 6.3. And the Ryukyu Islands just north of that cracked at 4.7. Then here's the Isuzu at 4.5. So 621, 2043, 431. So looks like it went this way. And then up here, Ostrovia, Russia 4.5, and then 4.6 right here. And then we did get one up there, Kyrgyzstan, somewhere there, Tajikistan, 4.6. Then here's the Italy quake, obviously. Several other quakes have happened. It's an intensity of 6, but USGS is not reporting anything more than that. So over here on the west coast, we have Alaska, popping with a couple smallies. Coming out of Montana into the park, a couple smallies. We did have Oklahoma and Nebraska. Northern part of Kansas. When a lot of these happen right up in here. This might be due, what's the depth? 10 kilometers, that's their catch-all. It might be due to fracking. They don't even have the freaking U.S. They don't have them in here no more, or up in here. Walker Lake does look busy. Texas Liniment looks busy. In Arizona they had a quake. 2.8. Yes, yesterday. And that's about 50 miles from where I'm going to live. Yeah, they get quakes there too. Yeah. And, all right. So that'll pretty much do it for today's report. Is there anything else? Anybody? Oh, you want to look at the weather here, eh? All right. So, we'll look at what Windy has to say. All right. Couple of lows out here. A high pressure building. A couple high pressures, a couple lows. Out here we got Nigel. High pressure here in the north. I don't think you're going to get a nor'easter. I think you got 2 highs. You're going to keep that nor'easter out of there. But hey, you know better than I. Let's go ahead and check out the weather. Go like this. And let's look at the upper levels. Here's a lot of dry air here in the south. Yeah, I'm not seeing any evidence of it. Yeah, little Nebraska quake. It's on the border of Kansas, and those happen quite a bit, Timmy. So unless it just happened again, They usually come in pairs, so I don't see a big deal on that one yet. It's going east. Yeah, that's the hurricane up there, I think. I must have misunderstood you, Connect. Yeah, on the Nemaha Ridge. You're probably right. Yeah, I don't see any real adverse weather for you, Canuck. Big storm coming out of the Pacific Northwest. All right, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. Big storm pushed all this, so I'm gonna look at in the west, see what the hell's going on over here. Big storm here pushing down. Lots of moisture. Oh, that one's a little bit active. Cut off low, not doing anything there. It feels like fall here, I'll tell you. We have clear skies today, or clearer. We had low clouds here all day yesterday on the west. So down here, so you can see we're pretty clear. We got dry air, dry air, dry air. Cut off. How about in the mid? How about down here in the tropics? I'm not seeing much of a rotation here. No. Right up here. Well, picks up tempo, but anyway, I think that'll pretty much do it. Let's see. Anything else? No. I think we're good. One last look at what's going on here. Nada, 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 nada. Of course, the West Coast is knocked down. Volusia just had a little bump. No noise. Alrighty then. It's 8:57 here. Just perfect timing without a break even. Yeah. If you're here on YouTube and you come over, why don't you come join us here on Twitch? We'll be doing live on YouTube's as well here in the new year. And it might be the primary over time. And because Twitch is twitchy, you know. And if you want to see something more here on the mornings, go ahead and shoot me online, whisper whatever. And if you want to focus on some other areas or you want to add something to the show, go ahead. I'm open for suggestions or what have you. The new lineup will happen here after I get settled, of course, up in the studio. As you can see, our studio balance is about $1,000 of the $4 that we need to build a studio. And I learned again over the weekend that Microsoft and Jujicon or whatever they're called are not friendly with each other, and so the sound problems that I'm having over the last 6 months was due to they fired everybody, and there's not going to be any updates for a soundboard, so I have to get another soundboard, and that's $800. So it is what it is. I'll have to somehow do something. I have a little gig, maybe it'll get me $200. I'll use that, sell these, and maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But I appreciate your tips in there and your subscriptions. They help. Every little bit helps. You know, and did get some help from some people in here, and at least one person that's notable. Anonymous, so don't have to worry about that. Big hugs, y'all. I'll see you after I take baby to work, and probably about an hour. And even the cat says, good morning, and big hugs, y'all. Love you.